What's up guys, Simply Coco here. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe as usual. We're back with another speed build. So today I am building in Windernburg and I am working on a cottage. So I'm calling this a cozy cottage family home. It will have 2 bedrooms. You can fit 3 Sims in here, a mom, and a dad and a kid. It's kind of, the interior is kind of old style, like old-fashioned style. I don't know how to exactly explain that. So you could have it be like grandparents and a grandchild or whatever, but there's a kid's room and then there's an adult room. 2 bathrooms. The second bathroom is an ensuite to the parents' room. Yeah, but I'm just working on the interior. I really enjoyed the interior of this build. Not the interior. Did I say the interior? I mean the exterior. I'm working on the exterior right now. I really enjoyed the exterior of this build. I love the white and black with the that like orangey warm tone door. And I just wanted it to be really lush with white flowers and plants. Yeah, but I absolutely adore the exterior. Now the interior I struggled with a lot. I would go to start doing something, then I would have to cut. I would have to stop the recording because I didn't know where I wanted to go with it or anything. And I still don't 100% love what I did with the interior, because I'm more into like bright colors and having, you know, a 3-color scheme with like blues and yellows and greens and all this type of stuff. This build on the inside is very brown, very dark. The most color is in the kids' room, which once we get to the kids' room, it's probably my favorite kids room I have ever done in The Sims ever. Now I'm just doing like some what is this called? Terrain paint. I figured these would be like mowing lines. You know how like when the lawn is freshly mowed, you can like see the lines that have been left as the lawnmower went up and down. So that's what that's supposed to be. Yeah, I feel like not a lot of people like will actually admit to not liking what they've done on in the interior. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe people do. They'll be like, "Oh, I don't really like this, but I expect you to like it while you're watching it." No, but I just feel bad saying I don't like it when I'm posting it and I'm expecting you to like it. So I'll just say that by saying like, I really hope you do like it. Or you know, think it's cute or enjoy it. I do like it because I did it. I don't want that to sound conceited, but like I like it for the most part. It was just more of a stressful build than a fun build. Like I usually cut out me doing the floor plans. I usually don't do the floor plans on camera. But this one I went ahead and did because it didn't take me too long to do the exterior. But as you can see, I'm already struggling with the living room. So now I'm finagling. And then here it just switched and I finally had the floor plan mapped out. I kind of liked how it had that little funky like diagonal bit in the hallway. I felt like that matched the style very well, because I feel like a lot of older builds, not builds, I call everything a build now. I feel like older homes have like more unique floor plans than like newer modern homes. I feel like modern homes are more open floor plan, or if it is a closed floor plan, everything's very boxy and straight and, you know, straight lines and all this. So I felt like that kind of like catty cornered hallway really worked for this style. Now, okay, I'm moving on into the living room, and I really liked these couches from Parenthood. Once I was thinking about the overall feel of the house, I didn't think the white worked. I wish that couch came with another swatch that still had the brown wood at the bottom, but a different swatch on top. But it doesn't. So I just thought the white was too much. As you can see now, I'm changing the color of the bookshelves and stuff to see if I can make the white fit. But the white was just too white for the room. Everything else is dark. So I eventually go with these couches that came with Get Together. And I feel like it worked the best because I'm building in Windernburg, which is, I mean, that came with, Windernburg came with Get Together. So I just felt like, you know, if I'm going to build a cottage in Windernburg, it's probably best to use the Get Together things. So that's what I did. Yeah, I used the Get Together things. I really liked this chair, but I ended up not going for it. I wanted to get, since there was the coffee table had like the warm tone woods in it, like the reddish woods, I wanted to get a chair that was kind of that color in here, so it wasn't so brown. So I ended up going with the chair from, what is it called, Bowling Night. And this chair right here, it's kind of more modern, but I think it works. If you don't pay attention to the legs of the chair, it works, because the legs of the chair have like this white strip around it, and then the rest of it's brown. But other than, if you don't pay attention to that, I think it works pretty well. At this point, I was looking at a reference photo of something else, just an interior, and it had darker walls with light floors, and it had blue couches. So I was trying to see if that would look better in the living room, but I totally scrapped it and just went back to what I was originally working with. Now I'm doing the kitchen. The kitchen took a lot of thought. I had the idea of making under that window a breakfast nook and then a dining table on the other side of the kitchen, but the kitchen was not big enough for that. I think when I go in having an idea of what I want to do, I don't take into account how huge the objects in The Sims are. So I eventually just went with a 4-person table under that window in the other half of the kitchen, the actual kitchen. Normally I like to turn my tables like that on a diagonal, so it's not so boxy and straight on, like make it look like it's a little more lived in. When I went to play test it though, my sim could literally sit in every single chair, but once she got to the chair that was in the back corner, she couldn't get out, which I didn't understand. What she probably could have done was go back through and sit in every single chair until she got to the chair that was in the front, and then get out that way. But I mean, in your normal gameplay, that would be too much to do. So I had to kind of finagle well, at first I had to make the dining table just be, you know, normal and not like catty cornered like that, and then I had to scoot it out some. So it is kind of in front of the fridge a little bit, but it's in front of the side of the fridge that doesn't open anyway, so they can still use the fridge. Now I am, and I love the green parenthood counters that I put in the kitchen. It kind of lightened everything up instead of everything being so dark. So I really enjoyed that. Now I'm doing the hallway. I'm going to spend several minutes trying to find a painting for this particular spot. That's just like that hallway counter or hallway table is literally called just that. It's a hallway table, I guess, for extra storage. I didn't clutter it though. I meant to, but I totally forgot because I was so stressed out with this build that I just wanted it to be over. So yeah, that hallway table is not cluttered up. I meant to clutter it up, but it just, once I was done with the build, I forgot to go back and do that. I did want to, I know that the living room has 2 bookshelves, but I really wanted to fill this space up. So I put a bookshelf there with a small little stool next to it. That stool came with Jungle Adventure. So just a small little reading, not nook, but just a small little reading area. I did like that rug that I put, the runner that I put in the hallway, but I didn't like it on both sides, so I left one, and then right here I'm moving it just into the front door. And I'm still not crazy about the color of the rug, but I do end up leaving it and just kind of dealing with it. If you can find a better rug, feel free to put it. Yeah, what else have I done? So now, obviously, just decorating. As you can see, everything is brown, light brown, or white. or there is some green too. If you have trouble with color scheme, like, okay, not if you have trouble with a color scheme, but like once you have your colors, if you have trouble finding objects that match, what I suggest is filtering by color. I have just recently, like in my past 2 or 3 builds, I've just recently started filtering by color, and it literally almost opens up an entirely new catalog. I mean, obviously it's not a new catalog, it's the same stuff that's always been in the game, but it's stuff that you never in your life have seen. There's paintings that you see every time you build that you had no idea came in that color swatch, and it works really. I love filtering by color now. I will forever and always do it from now on in every single build. I am working currently on I don't want to spoil it because I'm so excited about it, and I just want you to see it when it comes out and just enjoy it. But okay, I won't spoil it, but my next build, my next speed build, is coming out tomorrow. It's a community lot, and y'all, when I say I'm so proud of it, I finished the build, this cozy cottage. I finished it last night, and then I immediately started working on my next build because I had been excited about it for a while, but I didn't know if it was gonna like come into fruition the way I wanted to. But like literally, it's so perfect. It looks like it's a real life place. If I haven't said it already, it's a community lot. I'm so excited. It's in Oasis Springs. That's all I'm gonna say. And Oasis Springs is so pretty. I have never seen myself building there, but what I was building just worked perfectly for that town, and I'm definitely going to be building more there. I have a few mid-century modern homes saved in my Pinterest board that I'm going to be building there because it's just the place for that. And there's at least one more community lot that I want there as well. And I did mention I was going to do homes around the world build. It was going to be Greece. I'm thinking about doing that in Oasis Springs because it's probably the best place to do a Greece inspired build. If not, there's Sulani, because if you look at photos of Greece, it's like everything is beautiful. It's surrounded by water and pretty clear water and all of this. So that will either be in Sulani or Oasis Springs. Right now I'm leaning more towards Oasis Springs. But as you can see, back to this build, I am just cluttering up the kitchen, and I just finished cluttering up the living room, and now I'm moving on to the bedroom. So this is the master bedroom for either the parents that live here or the grandparents, whoever you see it being. For my gameplay personally, I don't play with a lot of elders unless I'm, working on a story that's like specifically has them. I mentioned one family that I made before where it's based around a teen girl because her parents passed away, but she has to go and live with her grandparents. But I haven't played with that family in a while. I don't know what that was. It was like half hiccup, half burp, but whatever. But yeah, now I'm doing like I said, the master bedroom. That dresser is from Parenthood as well. That's why it's the same color as the kitchen counters. I just wanted to bring that color into here as well. These lamps are green, so that's where like the green is coming into the color scheme. I had to size down the end tables. I hate how giant the end tables are in this game. Like in real life, it'd be no problem to fit 2 end tables next to that bed, but they were so humongous. Like the proportions of some things are absolutely ridiculous. Like that basket object that I put on top of the dresser is literally the size it's literally bigger than a Sim's head. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, that bedroom is pretty much done. I'm doing the bathroom now, and since bathrooms are... No, this is actually the kids' room. I do the bathrooms last because they're boring, and who wants to watch a bathroom? Every bathroom has the same exact things in them. But I really, really enjoy this kids' room. I wanted to so badly fit 2 beds in here so that it could be a 4-family home, 4-sim family home. But this bedroom was smaller than anticipated. I could have bumped it out a little bit and made it bigger because I had already made a bump out to make the hallway bathroom. But I loved what I did here. I took, I think they're both base game, that bookshelf and that little dresser, and I intersected them to make it look like one unit. I haven't seen anyone do that with those 2 objects, but I thought it worked literally perfectly, so well. I love that monster wall decal that I put up. Then I just put a few posters. I imagine this kid would be really into reading, like love to read. Maybe he aspires to be a writer when he grows up or something like that. Now I'm just going around putting all the curtains that need to be put up so that people aren't looking in their house. What else? Yes. Now I'm doing the bathroom. I feel like I was about to talk about something. I was about to talk about something before I did the kids' room. I don't know what that was. No idea. But yeah, now I'm doing the bathroom. I do put a laundry basket in here. There is no washer and dryer, but once I do the backyard, I do put a clothesline in like one of the wash tubs because I assumed that, since it's an older style house, maybe they bought it furnished and it didn't come with a washer and dryer, so they kind of had to, and there was no room for one either. There was no washer and dryer connection or anything, and instead of going through the trouble to like get all that and buy all that and hook it up, they just went old school and had the good old-fashioned wash tub with a clothesline. I believe this fence that I'm using is base game, and I think it came in a base game update, but they didn't include a gate that matches it, which is highly unfortunate. The Sims does that a lot. Right now, the backyard is kind of cramped, and since there's a kid here, I try to put just different kid activities. All I really put is a swing and one of the water balloon buckets. But I put the swing right here, as you can see, and it was just really cramped. So I do, as I'm doing right now, bump out and make the backyard a little bigger. I put what is this called? A flower arranging table for the mom, I guess. I mean, I guess the dad. Let's not gender stereotype here. We're all inclusive on this channel. We love it. But so yeah, the dad can be a planter or something, can be really into gardening. So I do put the gardening table back there, or not the gardening table, Jesus Christ, the flower arranging table. Now I'm just doing some landscaping in the back because it was very bare and I didn't know what else to put. So I was just like, let's just make it lush like the front. And so we do that. And then after that, I'm just going to put a grill, a barbecue, or whatever you call it. I put the smaller one instead of the big, like longer one, because I felt like that one would be more suited towards a modern build. But yeah, now I'm just putting lights on the outside. I have yet to say this in any of my videos, so let me just go ahead and say it. I hope everyone's staying safe and happy and healthy and keeping busy during this time, this interesting time that we're in. I wanted to get something out of this, you know, situation that we're in. So that's why I started my YouTube channel. I've wanted to do it forever. And I thought, what better time to do it than now when I literally can't go anywhere. I'm a dance instructor and a substitute teacher working on getting fully certified as a teacher. So schools are closed, can't sub. Dance studio is closed because you can't be 6 feet near anyone. So I'm literally at home every day. So hopefully I can still keep up with getting one video out a day once I do start working again and this whole thing clears up. But yeah, I just hope everyone's doing good and all of that. So you just saw me finish off the exterior, and the screenshot should be rolling, and I will see you all in the next one, which will be tomorrow. So bye.